chose to start with the black. That's very unusual.
Yeah, very interesting. Maybe he just wants to hold with black, and in this manner he will end on a white ding, so he will end with a game that maybe he knows what result he needs. Meanwhile, Heidi, are we going to see your favourite, the Nimzo Indian?
It looks like it.
Yay!
Great.
If black's dark squared bishop comes out now, we will see the Nimzo Indian defence. Or Ding could opt for the Queen's Gambit declined by pushing the black pawn in the centre. Forward 2 squares. What do you think we'll see?
I don't think we're going to see the Nimzo Indian. I mean, most of the top players, when given the chance to play it, they do. It's a critical, cutting-edge opening, gives lots of fighting chess, and I was wrong.
We jinxed it.
Yep.
Jinxed it. It's the Queen's Gambit declined.
Aha! And we did see that Ding, with the white pieces though, had a great score with this opening.
Yeah, very decent score, Ding, and I think he's just an expert on both sides of this type of position, with white, with black. Ding has been playing these positions since he was very, very young, since he was even younger than Pragg. So we see the exchange variation of the Queen's Gambit declined. A couple of pawns have left the board. Now white stepping forward with his own pawn. Black has a variety of different setups, different moves in this position. Normally black's bishop comes out, the light square bishop or the dark square bishop can both develop at this moment. Okay, first he challenges white's bishop. Bishop steps back. This is actually quite trendy, Ivanka. I know a lot of top players have been playing this variation just in the last few weeks alone.
Yeah, it is trendy. And one thing I just wanted to point out is that the white queen, by staying, well, actually, not the white queen, by the white knight not developing, the black hasn't been able to trade off dark square bishops. But anyway, okay.
Yeah, that means all pieces on the board, and it's likely to stay that way for a while. Black's knight now has developed, and here usually we see white's queen maybe take a step forward, connecting the white rooks, just simple development. There are other options for Pragg. You could step forward with a couple of different pawns maybe. Often we see the dark squared bishops leave the board in a position like this, but black is a bit cramped. Black has slightly less space than white, so any exchanges will help black. And this pawn push, this idea, I'm not sure it was this exact position, but at least this idea of pushing this pawn, there was a very famous case just 2 weeks ago, and I think it was Fabiano Caruana introduced this move. 1 hour later, Jordan van Vriest played the move as well, and it had never been seen before that one day, and it was played twice in the same day. we go. The white knight disappears. The white rook is attacked. White's rook can go somewhere, but it's never going to be able to attack anything. Black simply has an extra knight.
Do you think Praggnanandhaa will resign, or will he kind of try to fight on? Okay, he's made a move.
He's a fighter. We've seen that. I've seen him save miraculous positions in the tour this season. Yeah, the problem is for white, there's nothing to bite on, there's nothing to attack. White's queen and rook, they're just looking at pawns that are really well defended. Black's queen is free to run around. And there we go, attacks the white rook, kicks the white rook out of the black half. I think we might see Pragg resign in a few moves.
Yeah, you can kind of see in his eyes that he knows he's lost this.
Yeah, he looks ready to resign Praggnanandhaa, but he's not going to resign the match. We did hear in his interview yesterday he lost a game 4 to Anish to take it to tiebreaks, and no problem. He was ready to fight again, and he did win in the blitz tiebreaks. He doesn't seem to be too affected by losses.
I think it helps him as well that it's a 2-day match. Half of Ding's attention will be on the candidates. I think when you're young, it's nice to kind of draw things out, make your slightly older opponents tired. Pragg's definitely not going to be out of this, even if he loses today's match overall. Okay, pushing a pawn now in front of the white king. The black knight though, just strong.
Piece.
It's a free piece and it's a strong piece.
I feel quite sorry for Pragg who had to have his exam today.
Yeah.
I'm like, why couldn't his teacher just let him off for one day?
Oh yes, as well, right? You know, the biggest chess talent in India, maybe. It's just, you know, can take the exams next week.
Pretty good excuse, you know, playing against the world #2 chess player in one of the biggest events of his life, so far at least. Yeah, do you find it difficult, Heidi, to bounce back from defeats?
Yeah, because I start questioning everything about myself when I lose chess. Not just my chess and playing skills, but like my whole life. And, yeah. So it's very hard. I take losses very, very hard.
Seems to be something about chess with, you know, losses, even having you question your life choices. And we do have a result. Praggnanandhaa, he does lose the first